Ladies and gentlemen, this is our sixth game of the day, and it is out of Pool B, featuring the team in the white uniforms, the Fantastic Four, and the team in the black uniforms, the Her-icanes. Let's meet the teams first for the Fantastic Four. From Baylor, number 1, Aaronette Vonleh. From Creighton, number 11, Morgan Maly. From Baylor, number 30, Bella Fontleroy. And from Yale, number 40, Roxy Barahman. Now for the Her-icanes. From Louisville, number 8, Sam Fuehring. From Arkansas, number 9, Destiny Slocum. From UConn, number 13, Kaleena Mosqueda-Lewis. And from UConn, number 33, Aubrey Griffin. All right, recapping the day so far for these two teams. The Fantastic Four played in our very first game of the day and fell short. They are 0-1 coming in. Meanwhile, Her-icanes haven't been off the court too long, and they're back on with a win behind Destiny Slocum's 12-point performance, Shaniqua. So obviously, if the Fantastic Four were in the gym or even heard about it, they are going to try and have a body on number 9 at all times.
Yeah, that's a tough task in 3-on-3 because you can't provide a whole lot of help. Your defensive strategies are kind of limited.
So it is the Fantastic Four on offense first. Bella Fontleroy taking their first shot, and it's off the mark. Aubrey Griffin for Her-icanes, the rebound. Here's Fuehring, and goes up in the air and avoids the trap with the dribble. Here's Aubrey Griffin, goes in, blocked from behind, and after the block, Bella Fontleroy came down on top of the head for the foul, so that will be the first foul of the game. It'll give it to, I should say, put on the line, Aubrey Griffin. Pretty cool footnote I found on Aubrey Griffin. Due to COVID and also redshirt rules, became the first player to ever play 6 seasons at UConn. That shot rattles out. So about as true UConn alum as there is. Slocum open for 2. She continues to light up the score sheet. And she gets her team on the board.
And then she gets the steal, runs from one corner to the other.
Body on the floor, Roxy Barahman fighting for that ball, and she'll draw the foul, so she's rewarded for her effort. Won't be a shot, but it will go up top to the Fantastic Four. Barahman, an Ivy Leaguer, played 4 years at Yale, 2-time first team All Ivy League. She'll go to the bench for the moment. Here's Aaronette Vonleh on the inside. Kick out. Open is Bella Fontleroy. She'll line up the 2. Won't go. But the rebound by Maly. She tries to go back up. Her shot blocked by Kaleena Mosqueda-Lewis. And a quick basket put in. Kaleena takes the 2. Won't go. Aubrey Griffin, though, the rebound. Griffin drives, loses the footing, kicks it out. Mosqueda-Lewis lines up the 2. That one's good.
Yeah, and if you remember Mosqueda-Lewis's career, both professionally but obviously at UConn, those wide open 2-pointers, 3-pointers, those are layups for her. She's such a gifted shooter from behind the arc.
4-1, the lead for Her-icanes. Roxy Barahman back in, goes over the top to Morgan Maly, turns around, puts up the shot, won't go. And the rebound by Mosqueda-Lewis. Now back over to Slocum. Slocum guarded by Barahman, who's doing a good job just trying to, anytime you can force her to give the ball up, you feel like a win.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now it's Barahman on offense here, draws the screen, little hesitation move, goes up, won't go. Rebound by Fuehring and just a quick one-handed pass to Slocum. That was impressive. Shot won't go, and then a foul. And that's going to go against the Fantastic Four as their second personal foul, or team foul, I should say. No personal fouls in 3XBA, can't foul out.
I feel like Barahman today, not just this game so far, but in her earlier one as well, has had some good looks. They're just not falling for her, but she's got to stay aggressive.
Nice screen, and coming off the screen is Aubrey Griffin with a basket. 5-1, the early lead for Her-icanes. 2 on the way from Barahman. Missed the mark on that one. It'll go back up top.
See what action Her-icanes run here. Curl to flare.
Mosqueda-Lewis, shot won't go. Loose ball, tipped around, and it'll go back to the Fantastic Four. 7:40 still to go in this one. A fast start for Her-icanes. Meanwhile, Fantastic Four looking to get warmed up. Barahman lines up the 2. That one won't go. Goes out of bounds and goes back up top to Her-icanes. Aaronette Vonleh back out on the floor for White, and Sam Fuehring back out there for Her-icanes. Slocum off a screen. Back out to Fuehring. She'll line up the 2. That one's off the front of the iron, but Aubrey Griffin once again crashing the offensive glass. Griffin crosses over, drives, goes up, nearly got the sharp angle shot to go. Vonleh the rebound, and it's going to go out of bounds. That'll be Her-icanes ball up top. They were looking for Vonleh down low. Pass was wide.
Yeah, she's trying to get deep, low post positioning, and they're passing it to her as if she's planning to pop out into like that mid-range post area. So rather than bouncing it in there and trying to like curl it around, I think you just throw it in right to her chest, let her go to work.
Griffin steps through, goes up. That shot won't go. Out of bounds, back up top. That'll be Fantastic Four ball, Morgan Maly. Now Aaronette Vonleh waiting to start the possession. Here's Maly. Tries to go over the top, does get it over to Vonleh and gets it in.
Wasn't sure if she's going to get it there to her. Looked like there were a couple of hands in the way.
Shot off the mark. Rebound by Fontleroy. Now here's Morgan Maly. Again, trying to get it into Fontleroy. Quick turnover, and probably a smart decision to get back and foul there. It will bring us to a media timeout. We'll have a free throw coming up on the other side. You know, you think about 3XBA, you think about how fast it is and the scoring, and of course when you have someone out there like Destiny Slocum to light it up, the offense is what comes to mind maybe first, but the defense really impressing me so far by Her-icanes, especially when you have an imposing presence on the inside like Vonleh, and they're just not, it's not like they're forcing her to miss shots, they're just not letting her get the ball at all.
Yeah, so far Sam Fuehring's done a really great job on her, just making it tough, keeping herself active to just give Vonleh and whoever has the ball in their hands different looks, make them overthink a little bit, and that's what you saw there with Morgan Maly. I don't think she realized that her defender was basically like 10 feet off of her, trying to play a little bit of cat and mouse situation, and she's a capable shooter from the outside. So this is where 3XBA is tough, because even if you have a game plan at some point offensively, you just have to be aggressive with the ball in your hands.
Fuehring, 1 point in Her-icanes' early win. She's now got 1 in this one as she knocks down the free throw. It's a 6-2 lead for Her-icanes. Still a lot of time to go, and Morgan Maly's going to help out her cause with a 2-pointer there and may get back to a 2-point game. And an offensive foul called against Her-icanes here. That is their second team foul, and it leads to a turnover where if you're Fantastic Four and you get another 2-point basket, you're all square. Roxy Barahman instead will just go right down the middle of the lane and score it. 1-point game, Slocum drives, and the answer. Quick 2 attempted, but off the mark. And it'll go up top where Her-icanes will take over.
Barahman's had a couple chances from deep, and she's been airballing, and so I don't know if she's like struggling a little bit being indoors and just kind of the backdrop behind the basket, but she's had success getting into the paint for kickouts or finishing.
Slocum, got to get it off, and they'll drop the foul on Roxy Barahman. That is number 4 on Fantastic Four. Keep that in mind. 6 minutes to go, a 2-point game. started off heavily tilted in Hurricanes' favor, but they've gone a bit cold from the field, looking to get back to a 3-point lead if Slocum can knock down the free throw. She does. Two-pointer on the way. Morgan Maly has had two massive twos in this one. It's back to a one-point game, 8-7. And out of bounds, and that'll be Fantastic Four basketball up top, I think.
Yeah, it should
Yep, looks
be.
like it, yes. So now you're the Fantastic Four. You could tie or take the lead here. Barahman trying to work on Slocum inside, and blocked perhaps from behind by Kaleena Mosqueda-Lewis, who's back out on the floor. Over the top, Griffin, the UConn to UConn connection going up. Griffin scores it.
Great catch, and then just getting herself on balance, using a power bounce to get herself squared up to finish.
That is a long one. It's off the mark from Bella Fontleroy. Mosqueda-Lewis staring down her defender. 5 on the shot clock. Turns at the free throw line and knocks it down. Kaleena Mosqueda-Lewis with 3 points and counting. Fontleroy has this one tipped out of bounds. It'll go back up top to the Fantastic Four. With 8 on the shot clock, it's now back out to a 10-7 lead for Hurricanes.
Vonleh subbing back in, same with Sam Fuehring, so that battle of the bigs is going to continue down low, so let's see if they can capitalize.
Barahman takes the 2, won't go. Fuehring the rebound, out to Slocum, and Slocum kicks it out. Fuehring, haven't seen her hit a 2 yet, and we'll still have to wait. That one's off the mark. Aaronette Vonleh chasing down the rebound after the tip. Over to Barahman now. Barahman leads Vonleh with the pass and scores it. Beautiful feed and a better finish. But Slocum trying to erase it. Can't do it. But Griffin, quick rebound. Out to Fuehring. Little mid-range jumper, just like practice, knocked that one down. 11-8.
We're approaching that second media timeout as well, so we're seeing some missed blockouts, some quick shots.
Slocum gets her defender in the air, spins. Oh, what a highlight. That was beautiful. Fuehring didn't miss, and now we got a foul on the inside. And it's going to go against Hurricanes. That'll be foul number 2 on them. Here you see Slocum with the feed to Fuehring. That was something special.
She's always had a little bit of flash, a little bit of razzle-dazzle to her game. While she is such a exciting scorer, I think one of the underrated parts of her game is her assists.
Interception by Aubrey Griffin led to a shot from Kaleena Mosqueda-Lewis that was off the mark. Back on offense is the Fantastic Four. Vonleh spins one way, gets her defender in the air and scores it. Aaronette Vonleh up to 4 points, back to a 3-point lead for the for Hurricanes.
Just classic good footwork from your big.
Off the back foot, Mosqueda-Lewis. Doesn't matter if she doesn't look comfortable taking that shot, she makes it. Bella Fontleroy to Vonleh. Vonleh's got 5. They really don't have an answer for her right now. The problem is Fantastic Four hasn't been able to get a lot of stops. Here's Sam Fuehring, follow-away jumpers pure. And now it's 14-10. We're in media timeout territory, but we're just going back and forth. Morgan Maly not able to hit, grabs her own miss, kicks it back out. Vonleh now over to Fontleroy. 7 on the shot clock, back to Vonleh. Into the middle of the paint, puts it up with the right hand. That one won't go. Aubrey Griffin the rebound. Griffin dribbles this one out. In the corner, Mosqueda-Lewis over the top, tipped away. Nice play by Fontleroy. Maly picks up her dribble. She's in a tough spot, has to give it off. Fontleroy for 2. Missed everything. It goes out of bounds, and that will bring us to a media timeout. But that took a lot of time off. It's the first whistle after 4 minutes. We go to a media timeout, and it took all the way to 2:49. So Hurricanes leading 14-10. The game's going to get very short, very fast if you're the Fantastic Four. Both teams still with their timeout, Shaniqua, but the clock. It seems in a game this fast, that doesn't take that long, the clock is almost never working in your favor. It seems like it's always just, we got to go faster, we got to go faster, we got to score.
Yeah, it's that classic basketball sports saying of you need to be quick but not hurried. So just constantly controlling pace, knowing your shot clock, running your actions well, getting stops defensively. I will say the Fantastic Four, ever since we came out of that first media timeout, have done a great job utilizing Aaronette Vonleh. At first they were just trying to bury her, but Sam Fuehring is too good of a defender, so now they're bringing her out to ball screens and letting her attack from there as well. Same thing here with Her-icanes, Sam Fuehring going at her.
Oh, what a finish by Sam Fuehring. Up to 5 points now after just 1 in their early game. Out of bounds. And that'll be Her-icanes' ball up top. 15-10. 2:33 to go. Again, get to 21. The game ends no matter how much time's left on the clock. Destiny Slocum just rapid fire. That's where we see not having to pass the ball in can really get you a good look sometimes. Morgan Maly knifing her way through the lane, knocks it down. She's got 5 in this one.
Yeah, great work getting back to her dominant hand, getting herself to the left side of the rim to be able to finish.
Inside, turnaround jumper, Mosqueda-Lewis, shot no good, but fights for her own rebound and finds a cutting Fuehring who puts it in. 16-11 as we tick down to the 2-minute mark. Barahman over the top, Vonleh inside, and continues to just rack up the layups.
Same thing for the Fantastic Four now. You need stop, score, stop right here.
And now a foul. Foul situation pretty good for both teams. Fantastic Four just committed their 5th, so they have 1 more to give before getting into 2 free throw territory. 16-14, 1:48 to go here at 3XBA Spokane. This game, essentially our midway point, game 6 of 12 pool play matches today before we get to championship day tomorrow and the first day of the action on the streets of Spokane for Hoopfest 2026. Aubrey Griffin not able to hit that shot. Roxy Barahman the miss. Inside, nice over the top to Bella Fontleroy, gets her off the scoreless streak. Now that is a 1 from Aubrey Griffin, misses, gets her own rebound, goes hard towards the contact and draws the foul, and that will also now mean the Fantastic Four is out of fouls to give, so Griffin will go to the line.
Had a nice contest there by Morgan Maly, but again, as you start to, you're playing at such a fast pace for, I know it doesn't seem like that long for us that are sitting on the sidelines or at home watching, but Morgan Maly, you have to finish the possession there. You did have a pretty good closeout on Aubrey Griffin's 3 attempt, and then you got to put a body on her. Because sometimes, like we said, people are just trying, again, that's off of a free throw. Whether it's 5-on-5 or 3-on-3, that's unacceptable at this stage of the game.
Fontleroy tries for the 2. That one won't go. Vonleh skied for the rebound, but just quite couldn't pull it down. Just over a minute to go. Here's Destiny Slocum. Ooh, behind the back dribble. Free throw line jumper. That's good.
Just so smooth with the ball in her hands.
So 17-13, a 4-point lead. Slocum has the ball rejected right back to her and nearly cashes it in with a 2-pointer. Barahman got to go quick here, probably looking for 2s. That one off the mark as we're down under 50 seconds. Slocum and Barahman. Behind the back again, drives into the middle, fall away in the lane, off the front of the iron. Barahman, Fontleroy, you got to go quick here. You're down to 30 seconds, down 4. Fontleroy puts it in. Again, both teams with their timeout. 3-point game. Mosqueda-Lewis gets the shooter's roll. Fontleroy over to Barahman. 4-point game. That one's off the mark. But it was tipped, so it'll stay with the Fantastic Four with 5 on the shot clock. 18 seconds remaining. Probably thinking about a quick 2, maybe call a timeout, and actually it looks like Her-icanes will call their timeout here to talk things over on defense.
Yeah, not a bad timeout for the Her-icanes being up 4 here. Give a quick breather. Last 28 seconds of gameplay.
That woman right there, Sam Fuehring, has been huge in this game after, again, just 1 point in the first game for Her-icanes, which was a win. It's not like they lost on her account. 6 points in this one, going up against a very tough defender in Aaronette Vonleh. She's had quite the game. If you had to crown a player of the game right now, it would probably be her. And then you think about Destiny Slocum, who had 12 points in the first game, 5 in this one, but has been doing a lot of the distributing, like you pointed out.
Yeah, she's had a tough assignment guarding somebody with the skill set like Vonleh, but she comes from Louisville, and if you know anything about that program and that coaching staff, they're not taking soft kids into their team by any means. So she was always going to be game, always up for that task.
18 seconds left to play. You need a quick basket here if you're the Fantastic Four. Barahman turns around and knocks down the jumper. But now you probably need to foul, and it looks like they won't foul. Down to 2, down to 1. Slocum takes the jumper. That won't go, but that is how this one ends, is in an 18-15 win for Her-icanes, who improve to 2-0 with the win. And I believe, unless I'm mistaken, they have just booked themselves a berth into tomorrow's quarterfinal action. We'll get clarification on that. But it is an 18-15 win for Her-icanes as we are halfway through pool play at 3XBA Spokane 2026. We'll come back with a team flight, a team we haven't seen yet, when we return here at 3XBA Spokane.